thought I'd start just a few minutes early. If you are here and you want to be in the chat, please make sure that you log in. You will need to log in order to chat. Just gonna sit here for a few minutes and wait for people to start showing up. We start at 8 o'clock and I'm here early. I'm not usually early. Usually kind of like 8 o'clock, 7:59. For a crafty, creative evening using my stencils. Should be fun. Hello there, Vicky. Hi, welcome. Happy to have you as usual. I'm ready to create. I am just determined that these parties are going to get shorter. I try to go fast. Hey Barb, I'm trying to get them done within an hour and 15 minutes would be perfect. So I'm gonna try for that tonight. Hello, Miss Annette. Hi and welcome. I love that you all are here with me as usual. It just feels so nice. It's just such a wonderful little thing to do on a Wednesday night. Who's creating? Are you guys in your creative space and you're going to art journal with me tonight? Are you in your jammies? I've got my jammies on, but I've got on my sweater, my little junkie. I call it my junkie walk around the house jacket. It's got paint all over it, but it's fun and wonderful. It keeps me warm. Georgia's weather is really weird, so it's a little chilly to me in the house. Hello, Miss Miko. You know, it's that time of year where you don't know if you need to have the heat on or the air on, because during the day it's like 80 degrees and then at night it drops down to like 40 or 50 and you're cold. So upstairs, nothing. Actually upstairs the air is on, downstairs the heat is on, because since heat rises and it gets to be like 80 degrees outside or whatever, it gets hot upstairs, but then you go downstairs and it's like 60 degrees and at night it gets down below 65. So I have the heat on. It's just so confusing this time of year. So hey Pam. Yay, creating. I love it when you guys decide to create with me. It's awesome. It's just awesome. And I love seeing what you do. It's cool. Hello, Sue. Welcome. Welcome, first timer. That's awesome. I love it. I love your name, Scrubby Sue. Is that because you're a nurse? Scrubs. Alright, we're going to wait a few more minutes before we get started. You know, I like to let more people get in. And then, now Sue, you're funny. You said hi to yourself. I love it. I can see you're going to add some joy to this broadcast this evening. Alright, that's what I thought. That's awesome. So I hope you all are ready to create and just do something fun with your stencils. Before we get started, I am going to share what I think is some exciting news with you. I have a couple of things that I will share today. I'm just excited and happy. I'm always just so happy to create, to get my paint out, my mist or whatever, and just play. So Wednesday nights just make me happy and a little silly. And tonight, I don't know why, but I feel extra silly. Hey Shirley, welcome. Hi, thanks for joining us. So I was saying earlier, for those of you that are new or who don't know me, my name is TR. It is pronounced like the initials, like a T and an R, but of course it is spelled TIARE, but it is pronounced TR. My blog is www.tiaresmith.com, and I do this art party on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. And every Wednesday you can find like the colors that we're going to use, and if there's an inspiration piece there. And of course, I'm always posting other information and inspirational, I hope, inspiring works of art. I share what I'm currently working on or just recently finished. I share tips, I share tools, techniques, just a variety of things. So stop by, visit me. Hello, Miss Aisha. And hello, Dana. Welcome, welcome, welcome to both of you. Thank you for joining me. Hi, Tanel. Welcome. (8:04). So we're going to get started here soon. If there is anyone here for the first time, or anyone that is looking and wants to chat, you do need to be logged in to chat. So please come on in, log in, and come in and chat with us. Chatting is fun. Alright, so I do have some things that I'm going to share with you. One I'm just going to tell you, the other one I'm going to show you a little bit of, and then we're going to get started. First, I would like to share some exciting news about an upcoming workshop that I am hosting along with 7 amazing instructors. We are going to be presenting to you My Color is Beautiful Art 2015. It is going to be superb. We will be teaching a variety of techniques: stamp carving, bookmaking, backgrounds, intuitive painting, teaching you how to draw and do faces, just all kinds of wonderful things. You are going to walk away refreshed and unbelievably inspired. I am going to be hosting a blog hop this Saturday starting November 1st to introduce you to the instructors. So I hope that you all will mark your calendar for Saturday, November 1st, and to come and visit my blog at www.tiaresmith.com. The blog hop is going to start that Saturday, and it's going to go on for 8 days. Each day I will introduce you to a new instructor, and we'll be giving away spots, so you don't want to miss this blog hop. So mark your calendar, put it on your brain that there will be an awesome blog hop. You'll learn more about the class and what the different instructors will be presenting. It's going to be amazing. I hope that you're going to join us. Yes, yes, yes. So awesome indeed. And the cool thing is tonight, Aisha, A-Day, you see A-Day in the room. A-Day is actually one of the instructors. Say hi, Miss A-Day. Aisha is her real name. Alright, so I'm going to switch my camera angle and I'm going to share a second fun thing. I have a lot of fun and amazing, wonderful things coming up in 2015. If you are creating with me, you are in for some goodness in 2015. Straight up, for real. Straight up, no chaser, okay? Anyway, I'm going to switch my camera and share number 2. Alright, this is my little desk. You see some of the stuff that I'm going to be using tonight, my stencils. And I'm going to do a 2-pager tonight, unlike I've been doing lately in my single-page journal. But I am going to do a 2-pager. Hey, Miss Candy. For you all that don't know it, we're going on a cruise again in 2015. We did a cruise last year, and the cruise is not until November of 2015, but I've already got like 20 sign-ups. It's going to be another wonderful thing in 2015. This 2015 is just going to be off the chain. So anyway, also in 2015, I decided that I wanted to challenge myself. I said that earlier this year, but I really put a plan into action for 2015 to challenge myself to create more, to do more, to share more, and to hopefully inspire you to create more. So I will be bringing you Embrace Your Art 365 2015. This is going to be a daily creative challenge. I don't know about you, but I have a really hard time sometimes coming up with prompts or feeling motivated to create without an idea. So I will be bringing you 365 prompts. If you've done the 5-year journal with me, you know that I ask a question every day. Well, for 2015, I am going to be giving you a prompt each day. And just so you can have a little sneak peek at my prompt jar, here's my jar filled. As you can see, it's already filled with 365 prompts. Okay, so every Monday in 2015, I am going to pull 7 prompts each week for you to create with. Of course, I'm going to share my 7 prompts, one each day of what I do. Alright, so that's one thing about it. The other fun thing is I am actually going to be using this cool little book. It's small. It's probably 8 by 5 or something like that. And I'm going to show you a cool way to turn an old book into a great way to display cards, because I'm going to do my prompts on these 3 by 4 inch cards. And this book is going to be storage for those cards, and it is going to be a really cool project, really amazing. It is free. I want everyone to come and join me for this. Again, it's Embrace Your Art 365 2015. I will be posting information on my blog probably this week. It'll probably be updated, so just get ready. I hope that you all will join me for that. I really do. I think it's going to be amazing. There's going to be a lot of people involved, I'm sure, a lot of art sharing. So I hope that you will come and join me. And again, at the beginning of the year, I will show you a cool technique for turning this into a display that you can actually sit on your desk and have it displayed. And you're going to add each of your cards to that book. So if you're planning to join me, go get an old book. Go get a small old book and some cards so that you're ready. All right, 2015. Jar of ideas. And if you have some ideas that you want to put in the prompt jar, I am willing to take your ideas and I'll take out one of mine. Alright, so there you have it. That's quick and easy. I hope that you guys are going to join me. It is going to be too much fun. Alright, there's that. Now I think we need to get busy. First of all, and I'm not going to change, I usually lift up my camera. Doesn't really show you that much more of the book, so I'm not going to lift it tonight. I'm just going to leave it as it is. This book is not that big, so you really do get to see pretty much the whole thing in the frame. So first of all, I just want to add a tiny bit of color to my background. You guys have the color palette, which was on my blog, and this is basically the same color palette or very similar. So I will be using some cat's eyes with my my stencils tonight, and I'm going to be using some mists. Yep. I will definitely be posting information more about the Embrace Your Art on my blog, and again, the blog hop for my Color is Beautiful Art will be the blog hop will start on Saturday, so you'll be able to find the information for both there. And then I have more information about other upcoming things as well. Whoop. Yippee, yippee, yippee. Alright, so I'm going to use for my background Whispering Turquoise. It is a Deco Arts color, Americana. And I'm just going to use my fingers and just, well, you know what? Nah, I'm not going to use my fingers tonight. I'm going to dab with a paper towel, a dry paper towel. So I'm just going to put some on my page, and I will dab the color around with the paper towel. And I already gessoed my background. You guys know that I typically gesso first. And basically you just take your paper towel and you just dab it in the paint and then dab it, and it just creates a nice fun background. And I am gonna leave a little bit of white space. I kind of like the white space tonight. And I think that I am going to get a tad of green and a little bit of yellow and add it to my background. So I'm going to just use this yellow green. And I'm just going to add a dab of it along the bottom. Not too much. And then I'm going to do the same with this, it's called Saffron Yellow, just a dab. Same thing, just add a little bit. And that is it. That's all I want to add as far as my acrylic paints are concerned. And I'm going to dry just a little bit. I'm glad you guys are liking that challenge, the 365, as well as the workshop. The workshop is going to be really, really cool. The techniques and stuff that will be taught in the workshop are going to be crazy wonderful. And then the challenge is just going to be wonderful. I will probably occasionally show a video or something, of course, during the 365 days. But that's going to be a very loose challenge. You'll have a word and it will be your interpretation of the word. It is designed to just inspire you to be creative and to create more. Alright, so you know what? I grabbed some stencils and I have a whole bunch of them laying around. So I'm not 100% sure of what I'm gonna do. But we're going to use stencils, a lot of stencils tonight, and just have fun. So this is one of my favorite stencils. I just love this. I love that it makes it look like you have sort of like a crackle background or a crackle effect. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to try it with this blue that appears to be darker than this blue, but we'll see. And I'm just going to use my pad, since it is a sponge, and just dab right on it and hope this works. I'm going to be making quite a bit of mess as far as getting ink on my stencils, which, you know what, and I'm not neat with my stencils, which means that I don't clean them up. I have a friend who cleans them up very well, but I found that sometimes when I use my stencils and I go to clean them, it takes so long to clean that I kind of check out of the process. I'm like, okay, that's clean enough, I'm done. Moving on. So if you have, like, even makeup sponges, and if you don't have this kind of pad, take a makeup sponge and rub it over your pad and dab. No, you know what? It's not now. It could have been, but it's on the radio. So he didn't say anything inappropriate. Right now, is it censored that... Did he say something bad? Girl, I don't know. In my house right now, Sade is playing, so I don't know if R. Kelly was on. See, that goes to show you just how much I'm paying attention. I'm busy talking to you guys. See, I love that. I just love the effect of this stencil. It's just awesome to me. Alright, so I'm going to add a little bit down here at the bottom where it didn't touch. So tonight is just about stenciling it. So I'm really just going to stencil all over my page, and we're going to have fun and just create something pretty, something unique using stencils. I actually do not plan to do anything else other than use stencils, and maybe, you know, I might use my pen to add details, or pastel pencil to add some shading, depending on what happens with this. Love that stencil. Good grief. It's just awesome. And my stencil is filled with this wonderful ink. So this is probably the only stencil that I will use this extensively on the page. I won't use them all over the page. Love it. Perfect. Now, you guys know that I have baby wipes handy. So I am going to take this. You know what? I don't know what this will look like if I put it in my book, but I have my little book here. So I'm actually going to put this stencil in this book and see what happens if I put it in. Just to take some of the ink off in my book. See what happens. It doesn't really give that pattern, but it did add some blue to my book that I love. So that is awesome. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just my way of not wasting the ink. So that is really cool. Awesome. And I may do some more of that tonight with the other stencils and just create a funky background in my little journal. We'll see. All right, handy wipes, baby wipes are around to get some of this off. I might not clean it perfectly, but it's better than just simply letting it dry up. So what you can do is, I've heard, I haven't tried this yet, but I hear that some people have a wet baby wipe just out on the side and they just lay their stencil on it because the moisture keeps it from drying, and then you can wipe it when you're done. So that might be something that you want to try. Alright, now let me see. I do have a tree, my tree that I love, and I thought about doing a tree on here. So maybe we'll do that. And I have some Post-it notes, because you know when I'm creating with stencils, sometimes I like to use them to hold the stencils into place. And it's also a great way to prevent the color from getting in places where you don't want the color to be. So I'm actually going to need a sponge. And I keep the little makeup sponges. They're dirty, but one of the things that you can do is just cut the bottoms off and just keep using them until you can't use them anymore. So I'm going to cut the bottom off of this one so that I can use it, because once it gets hard, then the ink doesn't soak in and you can't really use it. So just cut it off, and then you have a fresh surface to use with your ink. Hey, Roberta. Alright, so then you just tap it into your ink pad, and you're going to do just like we just did. I'm going to use mist too, but for some things I like to just use. And typically, honestly, I would mask this off a bit more because I don't really want the brown in my leaves. But I'm not going to worry about that tonight. Just tap, 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 tap. Get it in all the colors. You can add layers. If it's not dark enough for you, you can go back over it several times to get it the shade that you want. And then, like for me, not masking off my leaves, that's okay, because when I add some other color to it, it just may give it a two-tone, which is pretty cool too. That's right, better late than never is awesome. And I'm just getting started. And of course, you can choose, and maybe that's what I'll choose to do, not to use or not to stencil the whole thing. Maybe I'll choose not to do anything with the leaves. I do see this little cute little birdie. I do like the cute little birdie, but I'm going to ignore that too because I have a whole different idea in my head. So, it's a little bit there. But that tree looks really good. Just Wiping off my stencil again before we move on. Alright, just going to put that to the side. And what else we got? I kind of want to use this funky pattern somehow. Okay, so now one of the things that I like to do with my stencils is, you know that I like to mist. But when I mist, I don't like to be very careful with it. So I kind of just, and whatever happens, it just kind of spritz it in different places. So I'm going to do that. I also will put it in a box lid usually so that it doesn't get everywhere. So this box lid probably isn't going to be big enough for the whole book, but it'll be big enough for a piece. So I'm just gonna, I just like this stencil. I don't know why I love it so much, but I always have. So I'm gonna use this with a little bit of mist and hope that this works. Yeah, I'm just gonna put some funkiness right over here in blue. So I kind of want it to blend with the background, sort of like it's the sky. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this. It's Adirondack color wash. It's sailboat blue. I will tell you, I love this, but it sprays everywhere. So I'm going to get kind of close. Love that. And this is super duper wet, so I'm definitely going to take a second to wipe some of this off. This is another one of those that I could try putting in my journal. So let's see what happens if I put this in my journal. May just make a big mess, but that's fine. So I put it in my little journal. I'm just smushing it together so I don't waste all the ink. And that actually is pretty cool. I like that. So that's going to end up being some fun thing that I do something with. I'm loving this. I'm loving that it's running a little bit. And I think I'll keep this because I might want to spray some more. I know that you don't see me. I'm just wiping off my stencil before I lay it somewhere and get paint mist everywhere. I do literally, look at my hands, this stuff gets everywhere. That Adirondack, the color is gorgeous, but it makes quite a mess. Alright, I'm digging on this. I'm going to dry a little bit. One of the things that you all know I do as well is quite often I will take my paper towel roll and you just roll it over one time and it'll pick up the excess ink. Yeah, I love that too. I tried to decide if I actually wanted to add some texture by using my modeling paste, but I kind of decided against that. I just thought I just want to use the stencils with inks and mists and see what happens. And so far, I am very, very pleased. Alright, so now I'm just looking for another stencil. And this time I'm thinking, I had pulled out two different stencils, these two. But I'm thinking that originally I thought I was going to do like some bursts from the tree, which might be kind of cool. But then I thought just a bunch of circles. What do you guys think? Weigh in. You think I should do sunburst from the tree? Like that? Or just some circles? Circles, sunburst. Circles, sunburst. I kind of like this sunburst. Yeah, I kind of like the burst because it's unique. I've seen people do the other, and I just think this will be something different. Aisha, I think you lost out, honey. They're circles. They're just not in the same pattern. And it's not like we can't add circles if I end up hating it. So I'm just trying to mask off some of this. And I am going to use some of my delusions. I love delusions because they're so rich in color. And this is just going to be a funky tree. We don't care if this tree is like got regular colors on it. We're being creative here, so we don't care if they're the colors that we typically see trees in. That's not relevant to me. So I am going to use purple and vibrant turquoise. I like it. I like it. Kind of funky, but I like it. And I am actually going to do one more little thing. Even though this is crazy, I'm doing it. I love it. I love it. It is just a funky thing. And here I go again. I'm going to put this in my book and see what fun, funky thing this adds to my already created background. So I'm almost creating two things at one time. Yeah, it is very 70s, isn't it? I love that. That is just funky pretty. I'm going to add some more down here. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? From my leftovers from 3 stencils. That is gorgeous. Now all I need to really do is add something. I could paint a face on top of it. I could add a flower. I could do all kinds of great things with that. Alright, so there we have that. I think I'm going to dry a little bit. And I got to clean up my stencil. And I think I'm going to retire my sprays. My page is getting pretty wet. And I think that I'm gonna go back to using some inks. Yep, let me do a little bit more drying. These colors, they're just so nice. The dilutions, the saturation is amazing. Just some funkiness. Oh, I love it. Alright, so if we want to add some more structure, shall I say, to this page, I thought maybe we would just add some butterflies. How about that? We can add some butterflies. Maybe something like this, like one here and then some coming across the page. Yeah, let's do that. I think that'll be cool. And I'm just gonna pull out my trusty little cat's eyes and do some butterflies in various colors. That's really hard to see, but that's okay because we can always add a little something something to that. A little something to it to make it stand out. I'm going to dab a little bit of purple on there just to add interest. Then I'm going to do this one in purple. It's so hard to see this on top of this these colors, but I think this is going to be really fun once I'm done and I'm able to put some details around it. This one's pretty big. Don't you love it? That is pretty. Alright, give me just 1 second. I just need to wipe this last stencil off. I see that I forgot all about it and it's going to be a mess if I don't wipe it off. So I need to get some of the color off of there. Maybe I should wipe off some of this from my fingers. My hands are a wreck. I know I get quiet sometimes. I try not to. I try to keep talking. But I know that sometimes when I get all wrapped up in my art, I get a little quiet. I try to keep talking. I am sorry when I don't. Alright, back to my butterflies. There's that one. Now I'm going to add a blue one. I hope that this one comes out. Yes, I love these colors. So beautiful. Alright. And let's see. We need one more. I'm going to go back to that purple. Here. Love, 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 and I love the little color I just added to that one. I think I might go back and add some color to a couple. Just a dab. Like to this one. See how this works. Just dabbing. Pretty. Pretty. I don't know if you can see that, but I added a little extra color here and on this little blue one, and there's a little bit of green in this purple one. Love those. Love, 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 love. Alright. Yeah, my cat's eyes, these are color box. And you know what? I just opened them. Somebody sent me these a while ago. I can't remember who, but they've just been in my drawer. So I really love them. I'm sorry. Color box. I took the paper off. And obviously I took the name off, but they are color box cat's eyes. Thank you. Now you know me. I like to get some little detail in here, so I'm gonna try one more time and see if any of this will. No, I'm gonna leave that background business alone. Wipe off my stencil, and then come in and do some doodling and stuff. 8:44. We might be finishing in record time. How about that? I know everybody doesn't have the same exact stencils as me, but just have fun with your stencils and play with these colors. I mean, the colors are just so gorgeous that your page is just going to be pretty anyway. Whatever you do, the colors are gorgeous and they lend themselves well to creativity. Yes, I know. We see all of this stuff and we just want to have it all. Alright, I'm going to dry a little bit before I start doodling. One of the things that you have to know is that when you're working, it's best to let this stuff dry overnight if possible, because when you start using your markers on it, unfortunately it will dry out your markers and pens. So be careful. It should be completely dry. Mine won't be completely dry tonight, but it'll be dry enough. So, have you guys been getting tons and tons of political calls since the elections are upon us? I tell you, every day, several times a day, somebody's political somebody is calling. The governor's office, the senator's office, the county commissioner, the agriculture, whoever he is, that's supposedly supposed to help your food stay safe, which I think is really a joke. But yeah, all of these officers are just blowing up our phone. It's like, really? Drives me nuts. Well, I guess it doesn't drive me nuts. I just don't answer the phone. Truth be told. That's what caller ID is for. It's just crazy. Too many is right. And these crazy commercials, these people are nuts. I kind of think I want to use these are Copics, because they have a thinner tip. So usually I will use my Precise. Lately I've been using my Precise, but I think tonight I might want to try using my Copics. And so I know that people's typical thought about Copics are a little bit different than this, but these are fine point Copics, so I was really happy to find these. Oh my gosh, you get emails, Aisha? I don't get you signed up with some people. I used to, until I unsubscribed myself. I don't be playing with them no more. I pay too much. Oh, I know, I do that too. I do all kinds of silly stuff to telemarketers. Alright, I'm going to do some doodling around the edges of my butterflies and define them a little bit. And I'm kind of making sure to do sort of a wiggly line. And that one I can't see very well, but what I can do is put my template back over it and then trace. And that works. For my stencil, I call these templates all the time. But you all know what I mean. See, so that made that much easier. And you can draw in your own body. I'm just going to add a body. This one didn't have a body, but I wanted to have a body. I like that. The fun thing with butterflies, of course, is you can leave them as is. Or if you decide you want to doodle inside the bodies, the wings or whatever, do it. Have fun. It's your butterfly. So I'm just kind of scribbling in a body. I'm not trying to be perfect. You know me and perfection. Perfection is overrated. So just have fun doodling, creating, and making your art. Here we go. Fun, 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 fun. Love this. See, so that just defines these butterflies just a little bit more. Thank you. Good, good. I'm so glad. It just really is. I mean, I feel like when we go the route of perfection, or this is supposed to look like this, I went through that, but it just takes it sucks the joy right out of creating. Because then you never get anything done. You're never happy. And I mean, what does perfect look like? I don't really think I know. So, It's like you're striving for a goal that's unattainable. And I think that's silly. I just want to have fun. So, of course, you guys know I like to doodle. So meaning put little accents and things like that inside of my pieces. So I'm adding just little doodle lines. Little details. I'm adding circles in this one. Add some fun. Fun, fun, fun. And of course, I think my marker is having a little bit of trouble. Oh, there we go. Just a little bit of doodling. I'm sorry, I got quiet again. Just a little bit of doodling. Antennas. Thank you. Yes, it really does free you up. And it frees you up in such a way that, I mean, because you see people paint and draw people with big head, big eyes, lopsided, orange hair, purple lips, whatever, and it just feels so free to just create whatever you want, whatever color you want, whatever shape, long neck, short neck, fat neck, lopsided neck, big butterflies, one wing too big, one wing too small. Who cares? Just create. Who cares? Just have fun and create. I'm going to do just a little flight line, and I'm not going to do anything else with the flight line. Usually I'll be trying to add something to the flight line, but I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm just going to do them like that, and that's going to be that. Now, I'm going to write fly free, because what I feel like this page is freedom. This was some creative freedom, you know. Just splash it on, use your templates, whatever. Don't try to make a perfect tree. Don't try to make a perfect scene. Just create beauty. Just create something fun that you like, and this is what it ended up being. So I'm going to say fly free. And I'm very tempted to use a color. I wonder, I don't really have paint markers in lots of colors. So I really should get some. Right? Wouldn't that be awesome? I could just use paint, right? Because the color that I want to use is purple. But should I use pink? I could use turquoise because that matches so well. What did you write down? I'm telling you, if you guys, we're going to do that challenge in 2015, you guys are going to hold me accountable because look, I'm just doing them on the little 3 by 5, I cut my paper into 3 by 4 inch squares and I did small on purpose so that I can keep up with it. But I do plan on doing more than just those cards during the year. But I want to do 365 of them. We should be able to create every day. You don't have to do a masterpiece. You know? Dark blue, pink, or turquoise, or 2 colors. Maybe I should do fly free. Maybe free should be pink because it will pop off the page and it's about freedom. Creating for the love of creating. Yep. Let me see. Okay, so I'm going to use pink. And are we going with blue? We're not going to use black. Oh, maybe. I don't know, Aisha. We're going to see. Turquoise or blue? We got pink. Pink is going to be free. And this is something I never do. I never write in color, so I kind of like the blue. No, you said, well, I picked your pink. You picked pink. Woo, that is flowing. Fly. Pink, I got your pink, girl. Fly. Woo. And then free. These flow. I'm going to tell you, you see that? These flow. I love that pink. I'm not going to tell no lies. I love that pop of pink. That makes my heart sing. Ooh, baby, baby. Thank you, Aisha. Oh, I love it. It is the best ever. Oh, baby. Aisha, you're going to get to hear some squealing. Aisha is also coming to Georgia in a week. Gosh, Aisha, it'll be a week, like a week days. She is coming to retreat with me. So she will be here and we will spend the weekend together with 11 more of our friends creating. It's going to be awesome. An awesome weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Woohoo! Thank you, Pam. All right, Sandy, thanks. We're pretty much done, so you got it all in. Thank you. Thanks for coming. And here, H, this is for you. An outline in black. Look at that. Look at that, girl. I outlined the heart. How about that? All right, ladies. All I need to do now really is sign my name. I am done. And we're going to try this again next week. I swear, every week, my goal is going to be to get this page done in an hour. We should be able to do something pretty, and I won't call it simple, but maybe simple is a good word, that we can just do. We should be able to make beautiful art in 1 hour. Love it. And I did not do my signature shading and adding white. I'm not gonna. Always nice to do something a little bit different. So there you have it. Love, love, love. All right, ladies, that's it. Again, visit me at tiaresmith.com. Please come check out the My Color is Beautiful art workshop. Again, the blog hop is starting on Saturday, and the registration for it will open up on November 11th. And then look for Embrace Your Art 365 2015 coming soon as well. Lots of fun, lots of fun. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a good night. Bye. Toodles. Those are my kisses. Love you. Thank you so much for coming and joining me for another night of creativity. Thanks again. I hope to see you all next week. Thank you, Miko. Thanks, Aish. Good night, G.A. Dive Girl, Dana, Celestine, Roberta, Annette, Candy J. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a good night. Bye.